Yes, my dear masters, in our previous session, we are discussing about 7 planes of existence as explained in Vedas, and it was like it's Bhur, Bhuvah, Suvah, Mahah, Janah, Tapah, and Satya. So we started discussing about these planes of existence, and we have also discussed about Satyalok, and also we are about to discuss about Taparlok, my dear masters. So coming to this concept again, so let me introduce again what we talked about Satyalok. So what is that, masters? We were actually discussing about Satyalok. It is the world of truth, as as we sometimes discuss about how Madam Blavatsky always utters a word like truth is the only religion. So she'll be always repeating that word, telling that truth is the only religion on this earth realm. That means that knowing the ultimate truth is the only thing what we have to do. Our practices, our spiritual practices, everything, they should move in that direction to know the actual truth. That is what she means. So Satyalok is the world of truth and reality. Divine beings, the people who attain highest nirvanic state, live in this lok. The consciousness that exists in a purest form in the highest, and it is the highest state of consciousness, my dear masters. The consciousness that exists in Satyalok will be in a very deep samadhi state, my dear masters, and it is as we frequently discuss that a shunya sthiti, it is also described as shunya sthiti. Its atmosphere extends beyond our knowledge. It's very, very, very far away from us. That means the state what we have to attain through our inward journey to experience the state of Satyalok is cannot be imagined through our five senses. That is what it means here. It extends up to infinitude, my dear masters. It is the abode of Brahma. That is what we discussed in our previous session. And now coming to Taparlok, the next lok beyond Satyalok. Taparlok, here are the spiritual guardians of the universe exist in this lok. Spiritual guardians means the state of consciousness which can guard this whole universe are the spiritual guardians who exist in this lok. The immortal beings who are personification of knowledge exists here. The people, the state which attains highest knowledge, the consciousness which attains highest knowledge and who travel towards, who takes the path towards knowing the truth. The consciousness state in this state exists in this Taparlok. They are of highly purified spirits, and also uh, they can assess Brahmalok with ease. So these are the uh, concepts of Taparlok. Coming to Janarlok, my dear masters. In Janarlok, realized beings live. They are unhindered to the material world. So in Janarlok, the beings, the realized beings who realizes that they are not restricted to these limitations of physical world. They are beyond physical existence. They are beyond this material existence, and they are beyond this mind consciousness. They are beyond the buddhic consciousness. The people who has this self realization, they exist in this Janarlok, the conscious state of who attain the state of self realization exists in this Janarlok. This is the place where higher manas, the universal manas, occupies the lower principles lower principles of mind. So the mind what we use for duality on the realm of earth, it will be occupied by higher universal manas in this state of consciousness. So this is the state, in the at this state, the consciousness of this state exists in Janarlok, my dear masters, the abode of Manas Putras. This Janarlok is the abode of Manas Putras. So Manas Putras, as you know, we'll be discussing about Manas Putras once a while in our Puranas. So this lok is the abode of Manas Putras, my dear masters. Next comes Maharlok. Maharlok is the abode of rishis and sages, the people who do penance. So the people who do severe penance on the earth realm, who are in a state of severe penance, they can experience this state of Maharlok, my dear masters. The devas who are intimately connected with mind of this universe. So the people who are intimately connected with the mind of this universe experiences this the state of Maharlok, my dear masters. The universal mind, this Viswamanas, who are connected with this Viswamanas, the the people of this state, the people attaining this state can experience Maharlok. So these people, they are these the conscious state which can experience Maharlok. That state, it no longer it is deluded by Maya, but it is concerned with compassionate service to all. So the conscious state which which are in which can experience Maharlok, there will be no selfishness in them. They will be a compassionate beings, and they keep on doing selfless services to all. This is Maharlok, the concept of Maharlok, my dear masters. Coming to Suvarlok. Suvarlok is nothing but the heaven what we frequently discuss about. The heaven is called Suvarlok here, my dear masters. So heaven is the place where the human senses will get satisfied, and heaven is the lok, it is the plane where the human beings can manifest whatever they think of. Their thoughts will be manifested regarding these five senses. They will be manifested in Suvarlok, that is Svargalok, my dear masters. Coming to Bhuvarloka. Bhuvarlok is the abode of lower natural spirits. The state of ego and the state of evil, that is that states which exists inside us, in us, these states occupies this Bhuvarlok, my dear masters. A man who attained this lok becomes aware of his inner and higher nature. So once man who attains the state of this Bhuvarlok, they can experience that no, I am not limited to this physical world. I am beyond this physical world. I can attain. I'm here with infinite possibilities, and I'm here with infinite potential. So as I unfold myself from these finite conditions, when I unfold myself with this limitedness, I can reach the higher manifestations. The people come to this consciousness. When the people reach this consciousness state, they start thinking in this way. So this is about Bhuvarlok, my dear masters. Coming to Bhulok. So Bhulok is the plane of our where we are living. But here it was very clearly, it was so excellently described that Bhulok is the lok where our bodies belong, where our human bodies belong. Such a nice explanation, masters, because when I was thinking about this concept of Bhulok, I just closed my eyes. Okay, Bhulok is something where we are living. this is the lok where we belong to. But immediately I was realized it here, just going through the concept. No, it was very clear. Bhulok is the lok where our bodies belong, and we are not the one who belongs to this Bhulok. We are here through the involutionary process. We are here descending ourselves from the highest state of attainment, and we are here after experiencing all the what all the dualities what we have to experience. After experiencing all this, we belong to that state of infinitude. We belong to that state of Satyaloka, and we have to evolve again to that Satyaloka. So what is Bhulok? Bhulok is something where our bodies belong. So I am very aware of this point, my dear masters. Okay. The plane where the matter exists, the plane where the densest matter exists. This is the plane where the densest matter, it exists in the form of mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom. And so, my dear masters, here, the state of Satyalok is the lok where the finest monadic material exists. Finest monadic material. Monadic material means that is the uh, divine material. The material with which the Satyalok was formed is a very divine material, and it is the finest of finest materials. And from there, the material starts becoming denser, 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 and coming to Bhulok, to this physical realm, it becomes the denser most state. So, my dear masters, here just let us go through what are all these planes of existence. What we discussed here are something that was discussed in our Puranas and Vedas, and this is the knowledge what we attained through our through the Puranas and through the Vedas. And now I just want to give you what the names of these planes of existence as discussed in theosophical knowledge, as discussed in the theosophy. So the first Bhulok, it is discussed as physical plane. The name of Bhulok in historic knowledge, in theosophical terms, it is a physical plane. Next comes astral plane, my dear masters. This astral plane, and the next comes Kamaloka, and the next comes mental plane. These three planes together constitute the properties of Bhuvarloka, my dear masters. So next, the next plane discussed in theosophical philosophy, theosophical knowledge is Devachan, which is similar to the Swargalok, what we have discussed now. And next comes Buddhic plane and Nirvanic plane. These are the highest loks, that is Nirvanic plane is nothing but a Satyalok, and Buddhic plane is nothing but Maharlok, my dear masters. So these are the names of the planes of existence as discussed in theosophical terms. And and also, my dear masters, the knowledge is very vastly explained in theosophical knowledge. It is very clearly and very vastly described in theosophical knowledge. I here discussed about the different planes of existence as explained in Vedas. I here did not discuss about the planes of existence as discussed in theosophical knowledge, but they are a bit similar in conditions, and they are a bit similar in explanations with slight differences, my dear masters. So when we go to the origin of this universe, it is described in theosophical knowledge that more or less it is described in theosophical knowledge as this universe as it exists from the finest of finest matter. It by itself it was created, and by itself it was destroyed. Within itself it created, and within itself it destroyed. It acted as a root, it acted as the manifestation, and also it acted as the higher manas, that is, it acted as a universal mind, and it pervaded through all this creation, my dear masters. So how it acted as a root, it created its own creation, and it started manifesting as the spirit, and as the matter, as a father, and as a mother, as a positive and as a negative, and as a life and its form. So it manifested in a duality, in a form of duality. So it showed its, in its manifestation, it showed its highest duality nature as two extreme ends, and after that it also pervaded as the universal mind, keeping everything that existed before its creation, and keeping everything that existed at the time of creation and also after the creation. So what all that is happening in this existence, uh, it was there in universal mind. That is what it is explained here, my dear masters. And I just want to tell you about the word spirit matter here. Spirit matter here is a very excellent term. What I came across is, spirit matter is something which tells us that no matter in this universe is dead. Everything has its has a flow of consciousness through it, which is called spirit matter. So this is what that is explained through a term, spirit matter. My dear masters, while this universe getting manifested, the web of this universe is woven with the forms of these dualities, like it is woven with a life as one thread, and a form as another thread, a spirit as one thread, and a matter as another thread, and as a positive as one thread, and a negative as another thread. So the duality, what it is manifesting, the whole universe is woven with this, my dear masters. So this is the concept what I thought of discussing in today's class, and I'm happy, masters, with what all we shared in this session. Thank you all, my dear masters.